Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. Welcome to my channel, Living with Spice. I'm going to be doing a general card reading for Sagittarius, and this is for the week 5th through to the 11th of July. So Sagittarius, as you know, it is a general card reading, so it's not going to resonate on every level. But we're going to take a look at where your energy is focused for this week and a special message from the divine to help you. Now, if you are looking for a private reading specific to your circumstances, my details are in the description box below, so you are very welcome to contact me. Let's start out with this week looking at the overall energy, and then we'll pull some tarot cards to see what is coming up for you. Okay, let's dive into the reading. Sagittarius, thanks for joining us. Now I'm going to pull one card from this Quantum Oracle deck just to see what the overall message from the divine is to tell us about the theme and the main message for your reading for this week. So we thank you, Spirit, a message for Sagittarius, a message for Sagittarius for this week. Thank you. So we have the card Letting Go. So what I'm getting from this straight away is that we've got to let go of our things that are holding us down, and sometimes it's the way we are thinking about things, feeling that we are trapped, when really it is up to us to let go of that idea and that notion of being trapped. What are the things that are pulling at us, taking our attention away from what we need to what we need to do, what we need to focus on? What sorts of things are distracting us? Because we do have that option to let go of the leash here. Now, these are external forces, distractions in our life that are pulling at us, wanting our attention, keeping us distracted from our main purpose. However, you have the ability to let go of these leashes so that you are free to go and focus on what is important to you at this point in time. It's also about not trying to force a situation. Sometimes we can be so headstrong and determined that we must have a particular outcome or go in a certain direction, when Spirit is saying, you know what, don't try to force the situation, because you're just creating a lot of resistance here. And sometimes we just need to let things unfold more naturally. And also, in order to see opportunities there, we need to just pause a moment, take a look around us, reassess, and then start afresh. When we are so focused on getting our own way, we just create this resistance energy and we end up going nowhere. But there are other opportunities here too, not just the one that you think is the only answer here. So if you are trying to problem solve something in your life at the moment, Sagittarius, then the guidance is just slow down, let go of those things that you are trying to hang on to in terms of your rules that you've set up, the conditions that you feel that you must meet in order to be happy, and certain ways of thinking. Just really trying to push ahead when really you just need to take time out, take a break to reassess and maybe ask yourself, well, why do I want this so badly? Is there another way that this can be resolved? So it's giving you the opportunity to see things from a different perspective and perhaps consider a different way of going about resolving your situation. It certainly is about our focus and where we're putting so much energy. And if there's no flow, then the suggestion is, Sagittarius, let it go and create the flow and start again. Reassess and start again. All right, so I'm going to pull some cards from the Power Tarot deck. So let's see what's coming up in terms of guidance for your energy, your focus for this week. Thank you, Spirit. For Sagittarius. Yes, we've got another message here about releasing and letting go of what it is that you're holding on to. And quite often it's the past. It's the past way that you've always seen things, done things. Perhaps you're going for the same thing. Perhaps this time round, Archangel Michael is suggesting that you try another way. Look at it from a different perspective. Letting go of the way you've always done things, the way you've always looked at things. You maybe need to refresh that And just like we have the message here. Now, you're going to grow and learn something in this process. You're going to have an awakening, an aha moment, where you realize, oh, that's not working for me. Now, it's going to be a little bit different for all of you, but certainly you're realizing that what you're trying to make work previously is just not working. And that's why we need to sort of let go, reassess, and see what you need to focus on that's different. Part of this as well is realizing there's some wounds to heal, something that you've been hanging on to in terms of an idea or ideal just hasn't worked out for you. And it's been a painful realization. But the opportunity here is that Spirit is trying to help you to see is that perhaps that was never meant to be for you. And that what hasn't worked out is your opportunity now to have a completely different approach. So that's why a little bit of time out is going to help you to heal, help you to have an aha moment and realize, get over the wounding and the disappointment and start focusing on what you're going to do differently going ahead. Now, this is very interesting. The Four of Ariel here is all about giving and receiving. And again, the message here is about being resistant to change. So 4 is a beautiful, stable number, and that's obviously what you'd like to achieve in your life is stability. But there's something that's been preventing you from getting that stability, and it's probably because you've been holding on to past ways of thinking, being, and doing, and it's just not working. So Spirit is saying time out, time to recess so that you can do things differently. So the message here is give and you receive. Now what immediately comes to mind for me is, what do you love to do and how do you love to give, Sagittarius? That is a clue as to where to put your energy. And it's where you're most passionate about. It's where it's easy and there's flow for you to give. Now, what are some areas in your life or aspects of what it is that you love to do that you find it's so easy to put a lot of time and attention into? Maybe that's the very thing that you need to be doing more of. And as you do that, you're going to find success and abundance start coming back to you because there's an ease and a flow around it. Anything that feels hard and you keep getting obstacles and there's no flow, that's when Spirit is saying, well, that's actually not meant for you. That's not meant to be where you put your energy. So this is really going to help the abundance, the flow of your money as well. So at the moment you've been taking extremes in your thought patterns around how to manage your finances. So you don't actually need to do that. When you get into the flow of who you are, what you love to do, it's going to start to become so easy. And the ideas are going to come to you and your ability to manage your resources and your finances is just going to flow. It's going to be so much easier for you. So I can see a bridge here in the background of this picture, which says to me, when you're doing what you love, you create stability. You create that bridge across the big cavern that you're currently finding yourself. It's that bridge to everything else. It's going to make your life so much easier when you do what you love to do. Now, these times have been challenging for you. We have the Strength card here. When you start to listen to Spirit and you go, oh, okay, I'm ready to step into the flow and to do what it is that I love to do, you find your inner strength. Right? You find that inner courage and life becomes simpler, easier. It's no longer a strain as if you're pushing the boulder up the hill. Spirit is working with you to help you understand and to see that. So recognize the nudges when you have the little aha moments or when you get that communication from Spirit to say, hey, this is the direction. It can be anything. It can be an invitation to something. It can be an idea that comes to you. This is Spirit talking to you and guiding you and go, this way, this way, this way. Yeah, and as you do all of this, your confidence is going to return, and that, of course, just lifts your energy, and you suddenly realize, I was making it all so hard for myself and unnecessarily. So when you have that realization, it'll be all systems go then. You'll go busy, 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 and a whole lot of things are going to happen for you. Knight of Gabriel and the Chariot means that there's action. So the Knight of Gabriel is a very fast-moving knight. This is all about having confidence, enthusiasm, getting yourself out there, mixing with people, and being very charismatic, Sagittarius. So this is the indicator to say, right, it's time to get going and start taking some action towards your goals, your dreams, and so on. And again, it says great passion for a cause. It again is reaffirming to do what it is that you love to do. That's where you're going to have the most success and abundance. You'll know what to do. When you step into flow, it'll suddenly become easier. The Chariot card, again, is all about determination, having focused energy and having some control over around what you're doing. You are going to get acknowledged in your career. You're going to have success, and things are just going to flow for you. So, Sagittarius, it is not far off. Listen to your intuition. Listen to the timing, the nudges from spirit, and take action when you need to. Beautiful. So if there have been any concerns, which there is here, disappointments and sadness, why me? And then realizing you need to reassess, let go of the way you've been doing things, start again, and you get your mojo back. So it may be that suddenly you feel very busy, and we get the opposite from being feeling down on yourself and lacking in confidence to having a lot of confidence and suddenly being really busy. So that's when it's time to ask for some extra help. So ask your angels, ask for support around you to help lighten the load if you are burning the candle at both ends. It may be too a caution for you to be careful about trying to say yes and please everybody. So if you happen to be a bit of a people pleaser and you slip into saying yes to everyone to appear that you're on top of everything and to get in the good books as someone, or you don't like to disappoint people, be very careful about promising the world, because you're going to quickly find you run out of time and energy. So be wise. Let people know what your capacity is and when you can do something. This whole experience is teaching you something very valuable at the moment. And at the end of the day, the key message here is about having a different perspective around things, taking a different approach in order to have success. Now, when you're doing that switch over, when you're having that moment of, this old way is not working, I need to find a new way, get into the groove. This is when you start to give yourself a bit of time out to reflect, and you have that awareness, that aha moment, hence the perspective, seeing things from a different angle. So it is about encouraging your creativity and daring to be different. It is all about being the real you and being your authentic self. I love it, because I love it when Sagittarius fires up, because you are a fire sign, and when you get into your mojo, it's all systems go and you come up with the most amazing ideas. So Ace of Michael is letting us know, ta-da, you're feeling on top of the world, the ideas are flowing, you're doing what it is that you love. Yeah. So don't allow any bumps along the way to distract you or hinder your progress. You're doing fine. Keep going. Be sure to have very clear communication. So remember, if you need to set boundaries, then do so and articulate that clearly. State your expectations and what your capacity is, and that will serve you well. It'll also help to avoid any future problems or misunderstandings. So do remember that. Don't just be so eager to go at 100 miles an hour because you're super happy about what you're doing that you forget to manage your time well and to communicate clearly. Very important. And remember, this is an opportunity to enjoy the change and to do things your way and differently to the way you have before. All of this is creating beautiful energy and increasing your vibration. So of course it's not too surprising. We have the Two of Raphael, which is the same as the Two of Cups, I believe. It's when you and your special person connect. You're coming together, you're resonating, you're on the same page, you're both enjoying each other's energy, which is beautiful. And there is a sense of mutual healing, harmony and communication between the two of you. So that's really lovely, something to look forward to. This is when you're both in the zone and you get each other, which is beautiful. So don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on those who love and support you. This is a beautiful reading so far, Sagittarius. I could easily stop just there. So let's pull just a couple of cards from the tarot deck here, the Light Seers Tarot, to see if there's anything else that Spirit can share with us about your week. This is such a beautiful, clear message, Sagittarius. I love it. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What else for Sagittarius? Yes, you're certainly feeling on top of the world. This is definitely, things have changed, good fortune coming your way, you feeling really, really uplifted and inspired. The ideas are now flowing. Yes, we're in abundance, 10 of Cups. You're starting to see the possibilities of life. And of course, feeling fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled, doing what it is that you love. And certainly that makes for happy families, happy life, feeling the abundance, which is beautiful. And yes, you've definitely got the Queen of Wands energy. Don't worry about the gender. This is about the energy. This is about being in your zone, being creative, and really firing up in terms of your ideas and inspiration. Yeah, and you are now, this is really great energy, connecting with your higher self, your soul purpose, and remembering why you are here, what your soul purpose is, your life purpose, connecting with Spirit and realizing, this is what I'm meant to be doing. Yeah, so taking a moment to be still also is really important, to connect, to get that clarity, connect with Spirit to get that clarity. We've got to be so mindful that we don't rush at 100 miles an hour, because that's how we make mistakes and we miss the important details. So come back at the end of the day or a moment in the middle of the day just to be quiet and recheck with yourself. Are you on track? Have you missed anything? Are you doing what you need to do? Are you using your energy wisely? Now, why would this be coming up, Sagittarius? As I said a moment ago, checking in with yourself is really important. Checking in that you haven't missed the details. Checking in that you are staying on track and on purpose. Because I know that there can be a tendency for you to be a little bit impulsive, Sagittarius, because you're excited about life and you're passionate and you're going at 100 miles an hour. When things are on, things are on. And so we can sort of get into a little bit of bother sometimes, because we can get all tied up in our head. And Sagittarius, there's that potential of starting to have that worry energy then. You know, you start to get all confused and worrying about stuff. I think for the most part you've been in this energy in the past. I do see that it could be that this has just turned up to say that you're no longer in this space. When you connect with Spirit, this is when you connect with your soul purpose. When you're not in connection with Spirit, this is what happens to you. Incredible confusion and mental anxiety and worry. That's not a good energy. So when you know you're heading down this path and you're starting to feel this again, that is a reminder to get back to time on your own, connecting with Spirit and connecting with your soul purpose and what it is that you're most passionate about and where the energy flows easily in your life. So I think that Spirit is just helping you to see the comparisons. When this starts to happen, what have you not been doing? Okay? When we're in flow, this disappears. Yeah, I like that. Very good message. All right, what else does Sagittarius need to know? Okay, I'm going to pull a card from the Moon Oracle deck. So thank you, Spirit. What else does Sagittarius need to know for this week? I'm feeling that this is a fairly short reading. I feel like I've got to the crux of the message today, which is beautiful. Yeah, beginnings, that's why, because it really is the beginning of a fresh start. So it says to me that wherever there has been a delay, things become, all systems go, right? So I feel that the delay is over and you've got a fresh new start, which is beautiful. So as you're stepping through this portal, which is what's going to be happening for you this week, you know, you have been in a space of deep reflection and things have felt isolating, wintry, shut down, you know, this kind of really depleted energy and lacking in self-confidence, and you're moving away from that energy. You see this wintry energy around here to fresh spring energy, light at the end of the tunnel. As you step through that portal, it's like being in a whole new world, Sagittarius. It's a fresh start. You see the possibilities, and life is abundant, which is this card here. And of course, you know, this beautiful energy that you can be grateful for here. So certainly you're about to have a brand new beginning. So I love that. I'm going to leave it at that. We'll pull a Namaste blessing card to finish your reading today. A very, very beautiful reading for you, Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. So this is the card, and appropriately it is called Sunlight Blessing. You know, this is what I sort of see, is that sort of sense of hope of walking through here. So I'll read it for you. A ray of light bursts through the cloud of uncertainty, and darkness transforms to light. A new day is born and the first buds of spring appear. You are blessed with the birth of something new. A new season of your life begins with very special blessing. Well, you know, how perfect is that? Sagittarius, that's your reading for the 5th through to the 11th of July. Sagittarius, you couldn't get a clearer reading. It was lovely, short, concise, and how exciting. You're about to step into something brand new. So let go of what has been. Let go of the things that have been holding you back, thinking that life is never going to work out for you. Let go of all of that. Take a completely different approach. Step into your creativity and what it is that you're passionate about, and the door is going to swing open for you, and that opportunity is going to be there for you to have a brand new beginning. So Sagittarius, that's your reading. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, let me know. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Let people know about Living with Spice. The Divine is here to assist everyone. Have a beautiful week, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now.